Hey! What are you doing here?
Well, I'm looking for you. I've been calling everywhere since I found out that the video shoot was canceled.
Yeah.
I was worried about you.
I'm all right. I'm fine.
Well, what's up with Mara? I mean, for 2 months, she's been telling you that if you're going to be her co-star, you're going to go to the top of the charts. And then what, the day of the dress rehearsal, she gets a yen to go to Europe? Well, she's such a flake.
Hey, Jenna, can I just ask you something? What are you doing wandering around by yourself? I thought you weren't going to do that,
Dean,
remember?
I'm not wandering around. I live in this building, remember?
Yeah. Well, maybe you could just go on back down to your room so I don't have to worry about you every single second of the day. Could you do that for me?
Why are you talking to me like I'm a child?
Hi, Dean. Honey, you've seen Felicia.
No, I haven't seen her.
She hasn't called in, anything?
Lucas, is something wrong?
Yes.
She looks real good.
She does. She must be getting wonderful care here.
She's not gonna recognize me.
Honey, I think that's a real long shot.
She's resting. She looks.
Just can't wait.
Is someone here?
Yes.
Who is it?
Can you tell me?
Kelsey, are you sure?
I'm sure about what I want.
I don't want to pressure you. What is it?
I do not want tonight to end. But what I want and what I have to do are two completely different things.
How am I going to get you to stop thinking so much?
Oh, tall order.
Kelsey, what do I have to say to make you change your mind and invite me in?
You can say you want coffee.
Are you sure? I can do coffee to start. Stephanie home?
No, she said something about pulling an all-nighter on some legislation Grant's been working on. I think we've got the place to ourselves.
Ah.
I'll put up the coffee. I'm having high test. Do you want decaf?
Definitely. How do you drink real coffee at this hour and sleep?
I don't. I've got rotations tonight. And having you join me is going to put me behind schedule by at least 45 minutes.
What do you mean you have rotations? Stop!
All you guys have the night off. You don't have any lab hours to make up.
No, but I've still got work to do nonetheless. See?
Let me see.
Study rotations. So I'm compulsively organized. Sue me. Come on, I'll show you.
Whoa, wait a minute. You time your study time for each subject?
45 minutes each.
Am I being timed too?
Yeah. That's your allotment time for tonight.
You know, for a few minutes there, a few minutes ago, I was this close to getting you to do something completely and utterly crazy and impulsive.
You weren't that close, Doctor.
Oh, see, I don't think that's true.
I really do have to do my studying tonight. I'm on call for 36 hours tomorrow, starting at 7.
You're really going to time me and then kick me out when those bells go off?
Uh-huh.
Well, what if I haven't finished my coffee?
When your time's up.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something else that's going on with you and Felicia?
What do you mean?
Well, Lucas, she's been totally out of it for weeks. And I know it's not just because of the problems you guys have been having.
I'm gonna see if Franco knows where she is.
You know, I just love having 2 non-communicating men in my life. It's so satisfying.
Listen, I don't mean to be that, okay? I don't mean to be that.
Then talk to me, Dean. Stop avoiding me.
Avoiding you? Who's avoiding you?
We have not had any time alone together in weeks.
Jenna, I have been really busy. Do you forget that?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's not every day a guy's got to squeeze in a drug bust and a date with his girlfriend.
We have
right?
been over that a million times. Can we not bring that up
Maybe,
again,
Dean,
please?
but I'm still struggling to deal with it, okay?
Well, the charges were dropped, weren't they?
I know that, but I can't stand the fact that you were there in the first place. What are you doing hanging out with people that are doing drugs?
I can't even talk to you when you get like this, okay?
Dean, don't walk away from us. Don't walk away from
Do you
me.
think that I had a peachy keen day today, do you? Today I had the answer to my career prayers just taken away from me, Jenna, okay? And D&M had to pay for a studio and equipment and stuff that we're never even gonna get a chance to use. And all you can do is look at me and yell at me like I'm some sort of criminal. I can't take this. Not tonight, okay? It's like the last thing I need tonight.
So what, Dean? You're gonna let Rick Madison win? Is that what you're gonna do? Is that what you want, Dean?
Wow! Every time I come in here, you're doing some other kind of really cool Swami thing.
The Swami thing, as you call it, helps me to compose myself, Mr. Madison. It stops me from doing things that I might otherwise regret. What do you want?
That frame kid, he's bugging me again.
Oh. Yes, that was the last time you arrived unannounced.
Yeah, but he's bugging me again. He's getting closer, Carl.
Well, what do you expect after your treatment of Jenna?
Yeah, but Carl, don't you understand? He's asking questions about Sunburst.
What do you expect me to do, Mr. Madison?
I expect you to cover me, to protect me, something.
What does that mean, exactly?
Well, I mean, the kid gets himself busted, he can go to jail, but the feds are going to be all over him. They're going to be all over him. You know what that could lead to?
And?
It could lead to them coming to me. What if they get after me?
Well, then I suggest you move very carefully.
Carl, come on, man. I'm asking for your protection here.
I'm not a bodyguard.
Okay. Now, I have something that you are going to want to hear.
Are you toying with me, Madison?
No, I have the Libra file. I have the Libra file.
All this nonsense, and you neglect to tell me the only one single bit of information that I want.
Well, I was going to get to it.
And where did this Libra file turn up, pray tell?
Well, you know, it hasn't exactly turned up. It's still kind of like underground, as a matter of fact.
Madison, are you trying to blackmail me?
No, Carl! Is that what you think? Is that what you think I would do to you? Man, have you got me all wrong. You're my idol. Carl, look, I have some information. I have the kind of information that only the big guys would have. Right? So, since I'm one of the big guys, and since I have the information, I was thinking maybe you could make me now. I mean, you know what I mean?
Make you, Mr. Madison?
Yeah, bring me into your family. Join forces.
Don't you move.
Don't you worry.
up your eyes to its light and you can see. You did that for me. You did that. Opened up my eyes. And extraordinary changes started happening. Temperatures would rise and fall inside of me. Words came naturally. You were more than I could fantasize. With you in my life, there's so much more I can be. I close my eyes and feel you inside me. It's beautiful to feel you inside me. I can't put my finger on what might have been, any more than I imagined this will end. But time and time again, I realize you're all I need to know.
Are you okay?
About as good as you.
That fight with Dean, huh?
It's about the only thing we have lately, and yet I love him so much.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I hope you know that what happened to Dean was a setup.
Drug bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been, or they wouldn't have dropped the charges so quickly. Honey, I know Dean. He's not going to get involved in something like that. There's something else is wrong. What is it?
Dean's trying to get some underground information on Rick Madison.
What?
He thinks that there's a tie-in with Sunburst and drugs, and he figures if he can find out what that tie-in is, he can get Rick nailed.
Honey, come on. That's risky business.
I know. That's why we're fighing.
Sure, you're worried about it.
Yeah, every time he goes off, I'm wondering if he's gonna get hurt or what kind of trouble he's gonna get into next.
Well, we should quit it.
So do I, but Dean's stubborn. And the worst part is that he's doing it for me, but as long as he keeps it up, that's how hard it is for me to put the past behind us.
You want me to talk to him?
You won't yell at him, will you?
Oh, come on, I don't yell.
Felicia says you do.
Well, nobody said this was going to be easy, I guess.
It was in the beginning.
Yeah, that was a blink of the eye, that easy part.
Lucas, maybe if the three of us started doing things more as a family, we'd feel more like a family, you know?
You're right, sweetheart. You know, and I'm going to take care of everything, okay? And don't you worry. I'm going to be here for you, no matter what.
I know I don't say this enough, but you really are my father. In every way.
I don't see very well at night anymore. Could you come closer? Tears? Dear God. My Lorna.
Hi, Graham. What's for dinner? It's so good to see you. Oh.
You're just as beautiful as I knew you'd be. Look at that beautiful face.
I didn't think you'd recognize me, Graham.
Oh, how could I not? You're my baby granddaughter.
But I never came to see you, Graham, not once.
You wrote me letters. You take care of me.
It's not enough.
Your own way. Nobody else in the home gets fresh flowers twice a week. Nobody else gets the softest cashmere sweaters in the world to wear.
Nobody else has a granddaughter who stayed away for over 10 years.
I wanted to see you, Lorna, so badly. But I am in no place to judge what you do or why. I know how hard it was for you after your parents died. You had no one.
I had you, Grandma.
Oh. I know why you kept away. And I understand.
You do?
You couldn't face me to talk about it. I understand, Lorna. I forgive you, too.
I never thought this would happen.
Neither did I.
Especially never thought it would happen tonight.
I said a lot of mean things.
Yeah, and then you said the best thing.
Gotcha, didn't I?
Say it again.
I love you, Jake McKinnon.
I love you.
What we have is very powerful.
I know.
I don't think it's because we've been avoiding it for so long.
I'm glad you said that.
I don't know why I'm laughing. Do you think we should stop?
I can't.
Neither can I.
I am so happy!
I don't have any excuses, Grandma, of why I stayed away so long. I just wanted you to know that no matter what, I always loved you. I just couldn't see you.
Listen to me, Lorna. I said before, I would not judge you. Everybody on this earth has reasons for what they do. I know you cared about me. And I know that you went out into the world because your soul told you to.
And all this time, I thought you hated me.
Oh, Lord. I don't know how to hate anybody. Least of all, my baby granddaughter.
How good it is to hear you call me that again.
Oh. I knew when you were ready, I'd see you again. You just had to break from your past. And I don't blame you. I mean, what is there in Sycamore for somebody with some ambition? And I couldn't help you. I mean, what kind of example could I set? The town cleaning woman, not even a high school diploma. I never blamed you for leaving.
Oh, no, Graham. Don't tell me that all this time you thought that I was ashamed of you.
This is like being on a game show here.
Oh, it'll stop in a second. I'm sorry about that.
Come here.
Oh.
Oh, come on. You're not going to study now.
Jamie, I have to.
Do you have any idea how much I...
Yes. It's not the right time. Please don't be angry.
I'm not.
I'm having the most wonderful time with you, Jamie.
So am I.
But you know where I stand when it comes to work.
It comes first.
It has to.
Well, far be it from me to stand in the way of progress.
I've gone through hell and back to get to this point professionally, Jamie.
Kelsey, I have never taken your commitment to medicine for granted.
I know.
Let me say one thing.
Okay.
If you really can't be comfortable with the idea of us together, then we should agree to end it now.
Is that what you want?
I think you know exactly what I want. I am talking about you.
I want to keep seeing you, Jamie. But I don't want it to get in the way of work. If it does...
It's over. Then it's over, I know.
A few months ago, I would have said this was impossible. But I'm feeling so much better about so many things. I mean, I'm more secure with the other interns in the program. I even reached a truce with Daryl tonight.
Good.
I feel like I belong. At work in Bay City with my family around me. And here with you. One step at a time, Jamie.
One step at a time.
I tried to remember what you looked like with nothing on for so long, I'm tired of imagining. You
That's very good.
look beautiful.
I feel like, oh, look, I have hair everywhere. You do. And you have feathers.
Paulina.
You look very serious all of a sudden. What?
Do you trust me?
Jake, I couldn't make love with you if I didn't
I've
trust
done
you.
some pretty lousy things.
We both have.
I don't know how to do the right thing all the time, so I guess a lot.
Well, you did all the right things tonight.
I love you.
No, I love you too. Jake,
What?
I have to go home now.
You mean we have to go home?
No, I do.
Paulina, what's going on?
You're back.
Yeah, is Jenna around?
No, she's having something to eat in the back with Franco. Come on.
Franco always does that. He tries to get her to eat with him when he thinks something's wrong with her. You ever notice that?
Yeah, you got it.
Look, Seth, you're gonna, I can't handle a lecture from anybody or you tonight, okay?
I told Jenna I would talk to you. She knows what you're doing, okay?
Yeah.
She's a little concerned. I mean, you might be in over your head here, huh?
Lucas, the only person that's in over their head is Rick Madison. And I just want to be there to watch the guy drown, okay?
What happens if he brings you down with him, huh?
See, I knew that you were gonna... I'm just gonna go find Jenna.
Now, listen, wait a second. I told Jenna I would talk to you about this.
Well, good. This is our talk. Thank you very much. It was a good talk. Thank you.
Dean, I can't give you the speech that Jenna wants me to
Lucas,
give.
listen, I know that I'm hurting her right now. I know that, okay? But I have to do this. I have to.
Listen, when I put Rick Madison into our lives, I knew that was a big mistake. And trying to fix it, I'm losing Fanny in the process. Do you see what I'm saying
What are
here?
you talking about? You guys will work your stuff out. You always work your stuff out.
It might not be that easy.
Talking on, you guys, you're like this. You even have a kid together once, didn't you?
Yeah, well, we had a lifetime apart, too. I'm just saying be careful. I don't mean with Rick, because I know you can take care of yourself with that. And he's gonna blow it anyway, because he's not smart enough to keep this going for very much longer.
What exactly are you trying to say to me?
Just don't lose Jenna.
Wow. I never thought I'd hear something like that come out of your mouth to me, Lucas.
I mean, I know she loves you. It's not too hard to see that. It's something you mess with, okay? All I'm trying to say is don't do what I did. Okay, I got the love of my life back. But there was a lifetime in between. Don't let that happen to you and Jenna. Come Come on.
Dean.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Glad you came back.
Oh, me too.
Did you talk some sense into Hal?
Hey, I hope so.
You know, I just checked my answering machine.
It's customary to ask
It was this
permission.
frame kid again, and now when he threatens me, he uses profanity.
So would I. But then that's the youth of the day, isn't it?
Carl, what was so funny before?
There's much that I find amusing, Mr. Madison.
Yeah, but I mean, like you were laughing like I was doing like a stand-up routine. What was that? Like the family stuff? Was that what it was?
I don't have a family. I have me, and then I have a staff.
Right, but we all know there's a system, like in Brooklyn, like in Chicago, like in Kansas City, that.
Evidently, I'm not making myself clear. There is no family, no indoctrination, no squalid ritual for you or anyone else.
Yeah, but Carl,
I think
know
you've been
that-
watching too many films by Monsieur Scorsese and Coppola.
Carl, you know, I meant what I said before.
About what?
About your being my idol. I have a scrapbook at home. And, you know, it's filled with all kind of things, but most of it has to do with you.
Why is that?
Well, it's an osmosis thing. I was hoping that I could soak up the essence that is you. And Carl, I think I have.
What do you think being my partner would bring you?
Well, I think it would bring me respect, protection, cash.
You want protection, you want my respect, and you want my power. You are a bold little weasel.
Oh, man, come on, chill out. I know who's boss.
Do you?
Yeah, I just want somebody I can give my ideas to who'll be able to use them.
Like me?
Like you.
Yeah, well, go on.
Well, you know, like the Wild Child video, right? It could be re-edited, it could be redistributed, refinanced.
Nothing wrong with dividends.
Right, and you could make all that money. I would do all the work, of course. You wouldn't have to get your hands dirty.
I never do. Well, I think you've overstayed your welcome now. And don't you dare play any more games with that Libra file.
Okay, Friday. You'll have it on Friday. At the price that we agreed upon.
I shall take that in my study. Please don't be here when I return.
Sir, Friday.
Rick, I think you need a new suit. I don't know how you can bear that polyester next to your skin.
You do?
Jake, relax. You really are insecure, aren't you?
Well, how would you feel if I told you I have to go home now? Thank you.
I didn't say that.
Paulina, I want to spend the night with you. I want to wake up to you in the morning.
Come with me. Just come with me. Shh. Sit down. Okay. Jake, look at me. I'm on serious overload here. I need to think about what happened tonight. I need to sort it out.
I promise you the sorting would go easier if you let me hold you while you think.
No, not tonight. I've got a head full of so many things. Please just tell me you understand.
Are you going to see Kevin again? Because I cannot share you with my brother.
I told you, you don't have to. I don't love him.
Yeah, but you...
Jake. I didn't sleep with Kevin.
Say what?
We kissed a couple of times, but it never went any further than that.
But you...
But I was afraid of letting go and coming to you, so I said the one thing that I knew would keep you away from me. Jake, I hated myself the minute I said it, and I hated the way it hurt you, but I didn't know what else to do, and I couldn't take it back. Please. Okay, can you forgive me?
I guess I'm not the only one that can pull a scam, huh?
You're not mad?